Hello YouTube and welcome to the Credit Boom channel. My name is Angel and I come to you guys once a week on Mondays to discuss everything related to credit education. It is my passion and goal to show and teach everyone how credit works. No schools, no universities have ever taught credit. So I'm taking that responsibility, guys, to share with you the struggles that I went through with my credit so you don't have to. Guys, please hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and that like button. This helps me to reach out to a greater audience and helps the channel grow. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be discussing the one thing that will destroy your credit score. Guys, the one thing that will crush and destroy your credit score is a bankruptcy. I get asked a lot if I should file for bankruptcy or not. I got to tell you, I went through a bankruptcy and I will not file for bankruptcy because of what I know today. Back then, I didn't know any better. And what I know now with my experience with my past bankruptcy, again, guys, I want to share my struggles that I had with my credit so you don't have to. Don't file for bankruptcy. We're going to talk about some options that I'm going to recommend for you to avoid a bankruptcy. But before we do that, let's talk about some facts about bankruptcies in general. The United States Congress is making bankruptcy more difficult when it passed into law the Bankruptcy Abuse Prevention and Consumer Protection Act, in my opinion. Student loans and tax debt will no longer be allowed on bankruptcies. Now, you have a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, which is a complete wipe, and you have a Chapter 13, which allows you to keep your major assets. Either one of these bankruptcies will stay on your credit report for 10 years. 10 years of your life will be greatly impacted. 10 years, guys, that's a long time. That's a decade. Bankruptcies are the only public record on your credit reports. When it comes to the three major credit bureaus, we're always talking about inquiries, collections, and charge-offs when we're talking about negative information on your credit report. The only other category is public records. A bankruptcy is the only public record that will report to the three major credit bureaus, which means it's more difficult to remove compared to the other negative issues you can have on your credit report. Okay, guys, so now we're going to talk about why people go bankrupt. Believe it or not, the first reason people go bankrupt is medical expenses. The second reason is job loss. The third reason is poor or excess use of credit. Guys, this one got me in trouble. And the fourth one is divorce or separation. Now, guys, here are my suggestions on which I recommend so you guys can avoid a bankruptcy. Most people, when they're considering bankruptcies, they believe that they cannot afford the debt. I'm telling you, you can. And we start by changing your mindset. We create a budget and we hunker down. Guys, you will be amazed of the options that are available to us to avoid a bankruptcy. Let me show you some examples that worked for me. The first action I took was to implement the snowball effect when it came to paying off my credit card debt. You start with the lowest amount owed credit card and pay that off first. Once you pay that credit card, you move to the next one. Guys, this was exciting to me because you started seeing results sooner than later. In other words, at the time I had 10 credit cards. The first one I owed was $300, the second one $1,200, the third one $3,600. So I got rid of the first one, which is a $300. As soon as I got rid of that one, I moved on to the next one. As soon as I got rid of that one, I moved on to the next one. And guys, as you do this, your credit utilization decreases, therefore your credit score goes up. Remember, guys, credit utilization is 30% of your credit score. So as you're implementing the snowball effect on paying off your credit card debt, your utilization is going down and your credit score is going up. Now, as I was doing this, I worked on a second option, and that's creating a second source of income. So I had my job, and I was able to create a second source of income. And let me give you some examples of a second source of income. You get another job, okay? We always have, a lot of stuff in our home that we buy in our pastimes, and it's just sitting in the garage or sitting or taking dust in the closet, guys, sell it. If you're not using it, sell what you got. That's a second source of income. And those are just two examples that I did that created a second source of income for me, which helped me get my credit debt paid off sooner. Now, guys, this second source of income helped me greatly in paying off my debt. And again, as this was going on, my utilization was dropping, therefore increasing my credit score. Guys, once my credit score got to 620, I applied for a debt consolidation loan. Now, what this did for me was I was able to remove the remaining credit card debt that I owed, and it was transferred to this loan, which is considered an installment account. Okay? Remember, you have revolving accounts and you have installment accounts. So I was able to get the remaining credit cards that I had pending, and I was able to transfer it to a debt consolidation loan, which is considered an installment account when I had a credit score of 620. Now, this allowed me to bring it down to one single lower payment, which, guys, helped me greatly. Guys, these three simple options was the key for me to avoid, believe it or not, my bankruptcy on the second time. Remember, the first time I went through the bankruptcy. The second time, I almost had to do it again, but this option that I'm talking to you in today's video was the method that I used that got me out of bankruptcy for the second time. And guys, it will work. Guys, I hope this information has helped you in any way. Guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Again, my goal and passion is to relay information out there to you guys, to the audience on credit. You guys that are watching this video, help this channel grow by hitting that subscribe button. Let me reach out to a greater audience. There's a lot of people out there that I know that this represents a lot of value to them, because a lot of people don't understand how credit works. And my goal, again, is to show and teach everyone how credit works. The more people that I can get to show a major impact in a positive way, in my opinion. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I will see you next week on Monday. Take care.